Hey guys, Will here, and welcome back to the last part of our Across the Program series, where I take you across multiple programs. And this is going to be a culmination of everything we've been working on, because we have our Unreal scene right here, and we have our lightsaber that we made in Maya, and the textures that we made in Substance Painter. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to take a model that we made from Blender, and we're going to import it into here and attach a texture that we made in Alchemist. So there's going to be 5 total programs working at once in here. Now the very first thing we need to do before we start anything else is we need to add the Substance plugin for Unreal. Now why these textures work for our lightsaber here is because these aren't directly Substance Painter. These are materials that we've imported into Unreal, so they're their own materials. Like we could take this silver plating and we could tack it to our table or to our chair or whichever objects we want in our scene. So these are their materials. They're not directly Substance Painter anymore. They're now materials in Unreal. So what we need to do is we need to come up to our settings and we need to look at plugins. And now I've already downloaded this for other projects, but I'm gonna go ahead and enable this plugin, and it will prompt me to restart now because it needs to restart in order to install the plugin. So I'm going to go ahead and save this selected and go ahead and let that restart itself. And once Unreal restarts itself and we see the scene again, we will be able to drag in SBSAR files that help us apply these textures that we made, whether it be from Substance Designer, Substance Painter, or Substance Alchemist. Okay, with Substance now imported, that is enabled. Substance is now enabled in our project, and as you can see now, we have the Substance source now set up in our menu here. So what we can do now is we can go over to our import setting, or our import part, and I'm gonna go ahead and trace down the tutorial asphalt that I made. Should be in my final materials. And now if you notice, we now have these SBSAR files showing up in our folder. They usually wouldn't show up because they don't have the source plugin, but now we do. So we can take this tutoring concrete and import that, and we will now have a Substance Alchemist material in Unreal. And as you can see, it's right there. That's our concrete that we made. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to import, and I'm going to go ahead and now trace down my my castle. And there it is right there, castle tutorial, import all, and it's going to import as a very, very big thing. The scaling seems to be a bit off for some reason. Way off. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take the scaling, I'm going to scale it all the way down. It's probably about the size of one of the chairs, or maybe a bit smaller. As you can see, it has the base texture of Unreal because it doesn't have any textures applied to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this matte concrete that we have, the tutorial concrete, and all we're going to do is just drag it on. Now, the reason why it's stretched out like this is because I forgot to UV unwrap the model in Blender, but this is just a general idea. Like, look at the top. We've got the top looking very, very nice with that watery texture, and it might be a little hard to see, but that water is reflective off of the lights. And now look at this. We have 5 programs culminated into one. We have Blender and Alchemist over here. We have Maya and Painter over here. And together they are in Unreal. And that is 5 programs that we have worked together on throughout this 10-part series. I hope you enjoyed my vlogs. This has been a great opportunity to show all the kinds of programs you can use and mess around with to get some really nice looking things, from a lightsaber to a castle. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye guys.